Hey everybody, I am Rabbit and welcome back to more Let's Play The Sims 4 Get to Work. Before we go ahead and get started with talking about what I would, hopefully anyway, like to go down in today's episode, I did just want to note that I made a change to my recording setup. A couple of you actually recently had contacted me and said when you were wearing headphones or earbuds, you could hear my fan in the background, and I guess it's not really that noticeable when you're just listening through speakers, but I absolutely want to make sure that my content is palatable and that you guys can hear everything perfectly and that you don't have any like windy sounds or blowing sounds in the background. So do let me know if this is better. What I did was I actually just moved my fan to a different side of the room so that it's still blowing on me, but hopefully my microphone shouldn't be picking up any of that. So again, I do want to apologize. I didn't realize my mic was so sensitive that it could actually hear it or feel it or whatever it was doing with that. And yet, it seems that was the case because you guys were noting that to me. So, yeah, anyway, adjustments have been made. As always, please give me your honest feedback because I do want this series to be as palatable for you as possible. And I want to make sure that the audio quality is as best as it can possibly be. Now, if you guys still feel like you can hear some of the background, like fan shit going on, I guess I can just turn it off. The issue is, and I know this has nothing to do with the game as I'm like getting everyone ready to start their days, but basically I guess to finish up this topic, I record with my office PC for The Sims 4, so there's no ceiling fan actually in here, which is why my husband and I usually bring in an actual standing fan, and those tend to be a little bit more intrusive anyway in terms of how much sound they produce compared to a ceiling fan, so I can turn it off if it's absolutely necessary. So please just give me your honest feedback. If this fixes the issue that those of you who were trying to listen to my previous episodes with earbuds/headphones, then great. I guess the issue is solved and I'll just have to remember to move the fan when I'm recording The Sims. But if it doesn't fix it, let me know and I will figure something else out so that I don't roast, but at the same time you guys can have a decent audio quality for different types of methods of listening to the episode. So anyway, we're going to send Randall to work alone, and obviously Glenn has to go alone. So today is going to be all about our baby girl Gia, which is wonderful anyway, because I anticipate she is going to be giving birth today. I believe, yes, she's in her third trimester. She's ready to give birth in question mark, which is wonderful. And also to note, off camera, away from you guys, Gia did hit level 4 in cooking, which I can go ahead and, that is relationships, wrong tab. I can go ahead and show to you guys, and she ended up learning, I believe, spaghetti and strawberry cake, maybe, was the other thing that she learned. So, yeah, not really too much ended up going down. We can actually fast forward through this because it's just us. Yes, we reached level 2 handiness, and it says Gia can now perform basic upgrades on plumbing objects and craft furniture at a woodworking table. She can also talk about handiness with other Sims and purchase upgrade parts on the computer. So that's really cool. I think that's going to be pretty useful later on. Definitely going to want to upgrade some stuff and just make sure that we can have the nicest furniture possible, and I think it'll be pretty cool if Gia herself crafts it, although I don't know how. Wait, yes, he went to work a while ago, I think. Or maybe he just now left for work, like an hour late. I don't know, but it's fine. And holy shit, all these notifications. I'll just have to ignore it and then deal with it later. Okay, so Gia is hangry. And then I'm probably going to just have her quickly rest. And then we'll worry about dealing with all of our plants later on. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Gia is going to give birth today. So this episode may be a little bit more about the family and family planning, but as soon as our new little baby Huxhold arrives, and I'm thinking when it reaches the child stage, or becomes a child, I guess is the best way of putting that, I think I'm going to go ahead and have our family take a vacation to Granite Falls. I believe that's the name of the world, and I say that in air quotes, that was introduced with outdoor retreat stuff pack. So we will be making a family trip there. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be a nice way of switching things up. I am so sorry, Eliza, but I cannot be bothered with you right now. So That's kind of my plan. Today we'll focus on meeting the new baby, assuming Gia actually... Gia, you're supposed to clean up everything. Are you really going to ignore... Okay, I was about to say, is she serious with this? But no, she's not. She's just trolling a little bit, you guys. She's feeling feisty, which I understand. One thing I do want to comment on that I do like and I think has been a nice improvement to the series is that Sims, when they get up from a night's rest, they actually automatically make their beds. Whereas before, I believe it was only a couple personalities that would automatically make their beds, and that got old fucking fast. Your house always having unmade beds. It just, I mean, it's not a big deal, right? Like, who the fuck cares? But at the same time, I think it's nice that now they just auto-make it. It's one less thing for us to worry about. Although I guess some people may say it was more realistic before to have only a couple select personalities automatically make their beds when they rise every single morning. So I can see the argument both ways. I know for me personally, I like that they automatically just make them. Or at least all of my Sims have. I mean, maybe they're like a slob Sim won't do that, which would make sense. I mean, yeah, that to me would make sense if you have a couple personalities that, whoa, oh shit, we're in labor. Perfect. Okay, so let me pause. Who the fuck? Wow, is she really like calling, being like, bitch, I know you were home. Well, I'm sorry. Why is he feeling playful? And you know what? I have not been actively selecting what they need to do. So I guess I should have Glenn study hard and you should continue, I guess, joke with coworkers. I don't know. Why not, right? They don't have that much longer at, well, he has to be at work for a little bit longer, but Glenn will be home from school in not too long from now. So I'm going to actually go have the baby at the hospital because I believe that is the only way. Wait, what do you mean? Follow Gia to the hospital? Yes, I want to join her. Oh, or maybe it's just referring to have someone else join. Well, no. It'll just be us, the voyeurs in Gia's life, and we will get to meet the new baby. Fingers crossed that it is a little girl. I'm hoping, you guys. I'm hoping so badly. But, you know, we'll take whatever we can get. We will love the little thing, regardless of whether it is male or female. I am just ready for us to meet the new kid. But if it is a boy, Gia might have to have a third child because... I mean, she is going to go crazy being surrounded by all these boys. She'll have Randall, Glenn, and whatever the new baby will be if it happens to be a boy. So we definitely could use a little bit more estrogen in this household. But okay, we are here. And I believe this is the doctor we had last time, isn't it? What's her name? Raylan? Haha, I remembered. So we will go ahead and greet her. Let's ask about her day. And then, of course, we gotta complain. We are in labor and about to burst. I might need to switch up Gia's style, too. She's been wearing that outfit for a while. Okay, Mr. Smallwood. That is such a ridiculous last name for them to give to this person. But okay. We really... Oh, great. Level 2 comedy. I see you're working hard. Okay, go back to normal, please. You're still studying hard. Excellent. Okay, I really need to, like, sit down. So can I... Oh, okay. I can check in by clicking on him. Hey, Sasha, I thought you were in jail. Maybe it was just like a misdemeanor or not really anything too important. Hey, we changed into our gown. How cool. What are we... what the fuck? I don't want to listen to your funny story. Do you see me? I am ready to give birth. It's time to go inside. Okay. So I guess she didn't like that I didn't want to listen to her her joke, but that's alright. We really are not in the mood to give any shits about what this doctor thinks about us. So now I gotta wait in this ratchet ass line. Are you gonna like go up there, Sasha? Alright, I guess we are gonna cut in front of her. Which is fine. Sasha looks fine. I mean, what's the matter with you? What? You bitter and salty about going to jail? Shouldn't be coming to the hospital. This is not the place to take care of those issues. Alright, but let's go ahead and just stay locked onto Gia. Woohoo! Glenn's grades went up. Glenn has been working hard and he is now a grade school B student. Great job. That's wonderful. He had been struggling a little bit, but part of it was my fault because I wasn't actually selecting any of the active stuff down here, so I wasn't telling them to work hard or socialize or anything like that. I just didn't really think about it, I guess. I've been so focused on trying to get acclimated to some of these other mechanics that I just forgot about some of the simple ones. So that is taken care of. We should hopefully be able to get Glenn to skyrocket up to an A pretty shortly. As long as he's happy at home and I get him to take care of all of his schoolwork, we really shouldn't have any struggles or difficulties with achieving that. And who the hell are you? You do not need to be in here, Randall, or why am I calling you Randall? Brendan Randolph. That's what I was looking at. So get the hell out of here. All right, and it's a boy. Aww, I'm a little disappointed, you guys, but I guess that is okay. So we'll go ahead and automatically give him the last name Huxhold to reflect his pappy. And as far as the first name is concerned, I haven't honestly been giving this that much thought, which I probably should have been, since we've known for quite a while that Gia is pregnant and is going to have a baby. So I think let's name the little guy. How about Craig? I like that name, right? So we've got Glenn and Craig Huxhold. And we're going to have to, you guys, try for a third baby. But not anytime soon, because like I already noted, I do want us to go to Granite Falls. And I want us to just vacation as a family and have a good time. And Gia's probably sick of being pregnant. Plus, it keeps extending her, let me go to Simology. It keeps extending her age, which I think is really weird because they should be able to be pregnant as adults as well. So I don't know why it continues to add time to her. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And what the hell? You are not drinking anything. Stop it. Stop it. Gia, you better have gotten your money back. That's all I gotta say to you. Okay, anyway, let's go home. I'm sure Glenn is very eager to meet his little brother. And I can't wait to see the baby myself. Although, I gotta say, this is so fucking strange that it just automatically teleports the baby home without you. I don't know why it wouldn't give you at least an hour to interact with it at the hospital. Like, I don't know. I would say one of my biggest issues so far with The Sims 4, and I feel like I've been enjoying it immensely, a lot more than I believe a couple other people did when they picked it up immediately at launch. But again, you know, it's different because when I finally picked it up several months later, it had a lot of patches and I had a lot of content and things to kind of vary up my play style and experiences, whereas people who picked this up at launch did not have that luxury. So for the most part, I've been very happy, but I gotta say, I don't like how excessive it seems the loading screens are. I don't know, like, do you really need to constantly have me load to do everything? Does it need to load for me to even visit the hospital or the police station? Like, I don't understand why I can't actively go to these places. You can only go to them or visit them if you already have a job there and it's time for you to go there, or obviously if you are pregnant and giving birth, you will go to the hospital as well. So it's just like, it's strange to me. I don't know why they would structure it that way to where you can't just actively visit. We'll go ahead and have a brownie just for yummy noms, and then we will do our homework. And I don't know why they would structure it that way to where you can't just visit the police station if you want to, or you can't just visit the hospital if you want to. I mean, I guess I understand that they could only program so much into the expansion pack, but making the lots non-accessible or inaccessible for non-career play is odd to me. So, I don't know. That's just me bitching. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it's not like I would be going to the police station that often, but it would be nice if they had just added more things for us to do outside of going to the park, going to the museum, going to the gym, and I guess Granite Falls. So maybe they'll expand the world a little bit more as we receive more stuff packs and more expansion packs and other DLC. But for right now, I definitely would say they need to get it together with that because it's pretty fucking lame, honestly. So anyway, he is, oh my god, why don't you just automatically wash your dishes? Okay, so I guess how I dislike them leaving their dishes everywhere and almost never automatically washing them, I guess that's made up for the fact that they usually will make the bed on their own. So I guess they can only do so much. What do we want? We want to help him with his homework, which we will very gladly do as soon as we are done rocking out, baby. I'm so excited. I'm sure Randall is thrilled to meet his little one. And oh shit, I forgot all about my plants, you guys. Oh my god, I'm so awful. Oh, are these all okay? Oh, nope, we got shit that needs to be watered. And I feel bad because Randall is not even the gardener and he doesn't give a shit about this stuff. And yet, here we are. I don't really want you harvesting. I'll let Gia do that. But I will have you spray for bugs. We don't have time for that shit. I think he should water over here. I gotta say, I think it's weird that there's a harvest all, but no water all and fertilize all. Like, what the hell were they thinking? We need it, game, please. Don't disappoint me. I hope they put that in later on, because this is kind of a fucking mess. Alright, so let's see. This probably needs to be... Okay, so everything just needs to be watered, I guess? Alright, and that should take care of it. He should be able to manage everything else on his own from this point forward, and then I'll take care of his needs and such later on. So we'll continue to have Gia interact with her son over here, and when Randall is done, I guess he can come and play with his new son, his new baby boy. I wish we could do more with the infants, actually. It's kind of weird that they're still treated as objects. I wished they weren't, but, I mean, what can you do? So we'll make a silly... Wait, I just selected make a silly face. Oh, no, I didn't. I selected rock, make a silly face, and we will bounce him. And yay, Glenn is done with his homework. And you want to finish reading a book? Okay. I like his face. He looks so determined. Alright, well, let's have him read a book then. Are there any kids' books? Oh, I need to get rid of this. More shit that he drew at the activity table. I think we have a children's book somewhere in here. Let's look. Orbital nonfiction, science fiction, children's, The First Unicorn. Wow, you guys. Okay, it's by Pete Corgi, and the description is, imagine the surprise when overnight a horn springs straight up from the middle of a horse's forehead. The former horse named Moon is now on a quest to find out what happened to her, and to see if there are any others of her kind. That sounds ridiculous, but we'll have him go ahead and read it because it will make him happy. We'll worry about being funny with Gia later. This is going to grant us double the satisfaction point, so that is what I'm going to focus on. Get to know Eliza. Meet someone new at the lounge. Gia. Girl. Get it together. Okay, we're going to actually harvest all of our shit. Or we should be able to. While the hubs finishes all this stuff, I'll just hit harvest all. And then if there's anything that needs to be evolved or fertilized, I will click on that shortly as well. But this should occupy Gia for a little bit. Actually, everyone should be taken care of, honestly. I don't think... Oh, yes! Randall just reached level 3, and now he, too, can fertilize plants. Which is good, because that means he'll be able to help out even more, aka be my garden slave. There's just so much to do with the gardens, you guys. I feel like I just can't keep it all together, but... It seems like it's pretty worth it, you know, having all the fresh ingredients. I haven't been doing as much as... Oh, my God, no! We need to spray for bugs. I guess Gia will do it. Where are you going? Why is she running? Oh, gotta hurry up and hit up that Sims Forever. Okay, Gia, well, you're the one who's going to be responsible for spraying for bugs. And it does look like some shit needs to be fertilized. I don't know what his problem is and why he is acting crazy. But let's go ahead and just go down the line and fertilize everything that we can. So obnoxious, you guys. Like, holy cow. That there is not just a fertilize all option. But whatever. Let's let it go. It's not like me complaining can change it, but I do wish they would think about maybe putting that in at some point. Although, just from things that I've been seeing on the official forums, it looks like they are pretty open to suggestions. It sounds to me like, I guess they realize that people were not pleased with some of the bullshit that they've tried to pull, and they're working a few things out. They've already patched some of the problems, I guess, people were having with the alien abductions. We actually haven't had any issues with that, probably because our lot is so small. So I don't think there's really even room for the aliens to visit us and create any distress and cause any shenanigans to ensue. So, I mean, that's been fine for me, but I guess a lot of other people were being abducted every single night, and they were sick of the pregnancies for their male Sims. So, I thought that was really nice, you know, that the dev team, they were open to the fact that, you know, you guys actually did a pretty fucking shit job with this. Can you please fix it and patch this shit? And they did. So, I think it's good, obviously, to continue providing feedback and to continue giving them constructive criticism, because that's how it helps them shape the direction the game needs to go in. And for me, anyway, I think it's also important because it lets them know you're not just going to put up with their bullshit just because, you know, this is The Sims. At least I'm not putting up with their bullshit just because it's The Sims. So anyway, I think we're looking pretty good for now. I was trying to debate if I want to go ahead and set G up to do anything, but I will worry about all the rest of the family stuff without you guys. We are up on time, but what we will go ahead and do when we come back next time, we will probably I almost said Fannel. Oh my gosh. We will follow Randall to work, and then we will take on another day. I'm hoping he is going to hit level 3. I mean, look at his performance. He's looking good. And yeah, actually Glenn's doing okay. Like, he's right in the middle now because he just went up to a B student from a C student. So honestly, I think everything is looking good for our little family. We will take it easy with Craig, but as I've already noted perhaps twice, as soon as Craig turns into a child, we will worry about taking an actual vacation as a family of 4. So I'm looking forward to it. But again, when we come back in our next video, we are going to go back to work with our man Randall, and we will just kind of see if we can get him to finally hit level 3 with his career. So thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I love the way that this is ending with the 3 of them just kind of chilling and watching TV, reading and eating. This is so cute, so adorable. But again, I am your host, Rabbit. Thank you so much for all of your feedback. Again, just to remind you, if this does not solve the windy sound issue, or basically the sound of my fan in the background when you are wearing headphones, do let me know, and I will just turn the fan off, and we'll just kind of see if that fixes the problem. Because obviously it hasn't been an issue when I've been playing other games, but you know, for a game like The Sims 4 where it's pretty quiet and doesn't have a lot of background music constantly going on, it makes sense that it would be much more noticeable than in a game that actually has a lot of noise, like Dota 2 or League of Legends or something else that I would play at my computer. So definitely appreciate all of your feedback. I really do value your opinions and want to make this as palatable as possible for all of you. So even for those of you who are not just sitting at a computer listening through your speakers, if you are wearing headphones and it's connected to your tablet, I want to make sure that this sounds just as good for you. So please continue to give me your feedback. Let me know if this improved the problem for those of you who had the issue and brought it to my attention. And until I see you guys next time, take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.